almost like when Suge Knight went to go get Tupac out of jail for that 1.4 million, and then Tupac took his company to a whole nother level. I'm gonna do the same thing with Blk. You know, I mean, because at the end of the day, you know, Terrance Crawford is like Snoop. He already got Snoop. And you know I'm like Tupac. So, you know, after this drop, you know all eyes are going to be on me.
A few moments later.
Afternoon, y'all. It's a great Sunday. I'm just going to come out and just let everybody know. Me and Blk Prime have decided to part ways. There's no bad blood. You know, they just couldn't deliver, you know, everything that I needed, you know.
Today's video is brought to you by SKILLSHARE, the #1 online learning community for creators. Use the link in the description section below to start your learning experience today. Accepting criticism, skepticism, or a difference of opinion is something that many people have extreme difficulty with. They are either very sensitive to or closed-minded to the fact that they may be wrong in a particular space or wrong in taking a particular action. If they feel as if they're superior to the person or persons offering skepticism, it only magnifies their ignorance and resistance towards possible enlightenment. If they have the proverbial amen corner or cheerleaders championing this closed-mindedness, it only exacerbates the problem. In full disclosure, I have experienced these feelings personally as a younger adult, but as I have become more experienced as a mature adult, I have learned to appreciate and respect criticism and skepticism that could lead me in a different direction, opposite of what I may have believed to be the correct path. In 2022, after Errol Spence Jr. obtained his 3rd title in the welterweight division of boxing, he called out the final title holder, Terrance "Bud" Crawford, in hopes of becoming the undisputed champion in the welterweight division.
Oh, everybody know who I want next. I want Terrance Crawford next.
You're gonna make that happen?
Huh?
You're gonna make that happen?
Oh, definitely. That's the fight that I want. That's the fight everybody else want. Like I said, I'm gonna get these straps and I'm gonna go over there and take his shit too.
All right. Errol, congratulations. Terrific fight this evening.
Thank you. Man down. Strap season. I know what time it is, baby. Terrance, I'm coming for that motherfucking belt.
For about 6 to 8 months, boxing fans patiently waited for the announcement date of this potential mega fight. Needless to say, many fans were disappointed that the fight has never happened. But the reasoning for why this much anticipated event wasn't taking place created some interesting narratives. One narrative in particular was that fighters should cut out the middleman, meaning promoters and the networks, negotiate their own fights, and get to the bag on their own. Now, on the surface, without understanding all of the nuance that comes into promoting and selling a pay-per-view event, and this idea sounds like a very lucrative situation. But like I said, that is without understanding. In an attempt to prove that he is so much of a boss and no longer under the control of Top Rank's Bob Arum, Terrance Crawford decided to sign some type of deal with Blk Prime. He attempted to convince Errol Spence Jr. to turn his back on Al Heyman and work with Blk Prime. With more understanding of how things work, of course, Errol Spence Jr., he declined that offer. With many boxing fans stating their level of concern and skepticism with the decisions that Terrance Crawford was making, he became very defiant and completely unwilling to accept the fact that some of the criticism that he was receiving was rooted in valid points of view and perspective. To make matters even worse, another independent fighter at the time by the name of Adrian Broner decided to join him over at Blk Prime as well. Boastful about their independence and new partnership with Blk Prime, both fighters shunned the idea that they may be possibly making a mistake.
Almost like when Suge Knight went to go get Tupac out of jail for that 1.4 million, and then Tupac took his company to a whole nother level. I'm gonna do the same thing with Blk. You know, I mean, because at the end of the day, you know, Terrance Crawford is like Snoop. He already got Snoop. And you know I'm like Tupac. So, you know, after this drop, you know all eyes are going to be on me.
A few moments later.
Afternoon, y'all. It's a great Sunday. I'm just going to come out and just let everybody know. Me and Blk Prime have decided to part ways. There's no bad blood. You know, they just couldn't deliver, you know, everything that I needed, you know.
Fast forward to March 2023. Only about 4 or 5 months later, Terrance Crawford had one fight on Blk Prime with an unrecognizable fighter that no one really cared he fought. Adrian Broner having about 5 different opponent cancellations and no fight at all. Neither fighter is still with Blk Prime. Terrance Crawford is reportedly looking to sign with Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya, while Adrian Broner is reportedly having his people damn near begging Eddie Hearns to bring him on as a fighter. Now, personally, I don't know, and neither do I care how much money Terrance Crawford made with his one fight on Blk Prime. What I do know is that both fighters are looking for other representation, and Blk Prime has reportedly been making fraudulent charges on people's credit cards that actually purchased the one and only fight Terrance Crawford had on their platform. This has all transpired within the span of about 4 or 5 months, mind you. Of course, hindsight is always 20/20, right? But if I told you that 5 months ago that all of this would happen, no one other than maybe Terrance Bud Crawford would believe it to be a good deal. Of course, because of the money. That's if he made what they say he made. In fact, many commentators and YouTube analysts immediately started ringing the alarm bells about the fact that this whole Blk Prime situation, it seemed very, very fishy. The players involved were accused of a lot of different things. Terrance Bud Crawford fans praised and cheered his decision and considered him young, black, and independent in the world of boxing, not considering the fact that he had never negotiated an event of that magnitude at any point in his life. They even cheered and encouraged Adrian Broner for supporting and joining Crawford at Blk Prime, as if Broner has ever been known for making very sound decisions. I guess it's very safe to say that everybody talking boss talk really ain't no damn boss. In my humble opinion, real bosses understand the differences between hate and constructive criticism. They don't get sensitive and make personal attacks on others who disagree with their decisions. At the end of the day, it doesn't look like we're going to get that Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrance Crawford welterweight undisputed fight for the title. Once again, it's reported that Terrance Crawford will be fighting another nobody most fans may have never even heard of, including myself. It's so bad, even your Dennis Ugas, a top welterweight who beat Manny Pacquiao and faced Errol Spence Jr. in a great bout, had no idea who this potential opponent is. Man, oh man. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, then maybe, just maybe, it's Terrance Bud Crawford. Deuces.
I think with myself, with my About Billions brand and Blk Prime, I think we're gonna take over boxing, and we're gonna reach heights that's never done before. And you know, it's all gonna start with my stablemate from Nebraska. Now my stablemate, we on the same team. Terrance Crawford, my boy, he fight December 10th, and I will be in attendance, fresh, fly, and flashy once again. Yeah, you know, we ain't got $13 no more.